Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to be doing the reading goals tag. So I will leave the original video link down below, and I was tagged in it by Nat from Nerdy Nat Reads. I will also leave her link down below because she's very lovely. And yeah, it's just kind of more of a general discussion about goals rather than just setting them. So like when I said like all my end of year stuff is done, that is true, because this is just like a general discussion about goals in your life. And so it's a pretty short one, so I won't take too long and I won't blabber on forever, hopefully. So let's just get right into it. So the very first question is, do you set reading goals? Why or why not? And yes, I absolutely do. In my head, I always did it before I like kind of discovered like booktube and bookstagram and like Goodreads and all that stuff. I always like had goals for myself. Like I didn't like have a whole I want to read this many books in a year, but I would always like have nearly like a month goal. I would be like, okay, these are the books I want to read. I would like basically set myself monthly TBRs before I even knew that was a thing. So like I've always been the kind of person who I like a list to check off really. With reading goals, and I mean, it's kind of bad because I honestly can't remember what I put on my goals video. But I'll link it down below if you want to know. I'm not gonna go rewatch them. Kind of my main goal that I do focus on is just the reading 100 books. And I love that goal. I know a lot of people are like, no, I just want to set my goal to one book or all of that. And like, if you do, that's great. But I love challenging myself. And at this point, like 100 is just kind of like normal reading pace. Like I'm not like at the end rushing to try and like catch up. Like at this moment I'm like 4 books ahead already. Then question number 2 is, are your goals things that you absolutely aim to complete or more general themes that you want to focus on? And I would say I do a bit of both. Obviously Goodreads goal and all of that, that is 100% just a I want to do this, I will do this kind of a goal. And I remember there was a couple of smaller ones that were like, okay, I want to do this thing. Like I wanted to like host or co-host or whatever a book club, which then Cassidy went and made a book club and was like, hey, do you want to co-host? And it was like that's a win-win situation for me because I get to co-host something with a wonderful booktube friend, and it also ticks off a goal that I had. So, and then there's a couple that are more general themes, which is, you know, I want to read more fantasy. Like I didn't give a number, like I want my reading to be like 70% fantasy, or like same with like adult versus YA. I want to read more adult, but I don't give myself like, okay, I want it to be like 60%. Those are kind of more general themes. Those are more goals that I'm just kind of naturally doing anyway. So it's not something that I have to like really focus on. So like there's only like a couple ones that I actually have to like try and think about and remember. Then the third question is, when in the year do you set goals? Yeah, I always set them at the end of the year. I don't really do like monthly goals or anything. I think I filmed my reading goals like mid-December. I think I put it up around then as well. So I set them at the end of December, and then it's for the entirety of the next year. Then number 4 is, do you have any long-standing goals for this year? And then if yes, what are they? And I kind of mentioned a lot of them already. So the whole, you know, I want to read more fantasy, more adult books, and all of that kind of stuff. So like those are books that I want to focus on throughout the whole year. Again, I want to focus on reading more diversely. And then what type of goal has been the most successful for you in the past, using like whatever metric you have. And I don't know. I think probably my Goodreads goal from 2020. I can't remember what I set it as, but I don't think it was even at 100. I think maybe 75 I set it at. And I read like 120 books. So probably that one. I really blasted through that one. So then the next question is, what goal have you done in the past that went wrong? This one I'm gonna go with, again, it's another goal from for 2021 that I did, and it was to revive my Bookstagram account because I was very like inconsistent with it the previous year, and I was like, I want to like get back in it and like kind of start like writing like some little reviews and stuff. I did not post one thing last year, not a single thing. I mean, I think I used my stories a couple of times, but not a single like actual photo of a book on my account. And so I would say that was a massive failure on my part, and this year I completely scrapped that goal because clearly I just don't care that much, I don't think. Then, do you change your reading goals based on your previous year's reading? Absolutely. And also just like depending also on my feelings throughout the year, because like if I set a goal, oh, I want to read again, this is another example that actually has happened to me. I set the goal, I want to read more genres. I want to read a wider range of genres and try things that I haven't before. And I did that, kind of. And I just was like, I don't know why I wanted to do that, because I like fantasy. Why do I want to get out of my comfort zone? It's my comfort zone for a reason. I quite like it in there. So yeah, so I ended up changing my goal for this year to just read more fantasy, because that's what gets the high ratings for me. That's what I love to read. That's what I'm usually in the mood for. And like, yes, if the mood strikes me that I want to pick up a romance or a mystery or something, then I can absolutely do that. But most of the time, they don't. Most of the time, it's the fantasy that is screaming for me. So why would I want to be like, no, I'm gonna read different genres? No. And do you track your reading goals? No. I mean, I have a vague memory of them in the back of my head, and then at the end of the year I watch the video and go, oh, forgot about that one. So that's how I track them, which is not extremely successful. And I mean, I also like have a spreadsheet to track like the number of books and pages and stuff. So like, yeah, so like I track that stuff, but the rest of them, no. And then, has any of this changed a lot over the course of your reading life? And no, not really. I mean, yes, because like my entire reading life has been basically my entire life. So I did not set goals when I was like 5. So I mean, so yes, so technically yes, but like since I like discovered like Goodreads goals and all of that stuff, it hasn't really changed. I kind of keep similar themes, I guess. So like genres, age ranges, number of books and all of that kind of stuff, I keep the same. So that is the reading goals book tag. And I mean, I think it brings up some good questions like, why do we also put so much pressure on ourselves to make goals and stuff? Which, I mean, I do it because I enjoy it, but I don't know what that says about me. But I will now tag some people. So I'm going to tag, who do I want to tag? I'm going to tag Liv from Endless Pages. Then I'll tag Lizzie from Lizzie Reads, and I'll also tag Cassidy because I mentioned her a load of times already in the video. Yeah, and as I said, I have the original creator and Nat who tagged me linked down below, so you should definitely check them out. So that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!